Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 and welcome to episode 68 of Regrowth. I have been working a little bit, not a lot, on my sewer system, and I still need to put the water, and I think being able to use the chisel here and there might actually be kind of cool because of the fact that it can change a lot of these bricks into either the mossy stone bricks or even the cracked stone bricks. So it might be cool just to fly around here. And I know that I can do row or column or even single if I wanted to. So if I only wanted to do a single one of these, it might work out pretty well as well. Yeah, I can talk. So just playing around with that might be kind of cool. I did run power cables to my new hospital, and that is exactly where we are going to spend our time in the next few episodes, is my hospital. I don't know if I've actually shown this off in its completed form. I think I still have a little bit to do over here. Haven't really been concentrating on this. Still need to get the windows in, a roof on, maybe some flooring. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be using this portion of the building, but this main portion is definitely going to be used in today's episode, and I almost died. That wouldn't have been good. So let's go ahead and run inside real quick. Right now, it is a completely empty space. Very, very empty. I put a couple of these arcane lamps in here just to keep mobs out. I'll probably put those in a little bit more strategic area at some point, but you're probably wondering, what am I going to do in a hospital? Well, blood magic. Kind of makes sense. Hospital, blood magic. So I decided to go ahead and do my blood magic inside this wide open space of a hospital. So yeah, so let me go ahead and get started with that. And I did put a teleporter in here as well, and I labeled it as hospital. So I do have the ability to teleport into this room. So that will be very handy. That way I can keep the door shut. Don't need any mobs coming in here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this quest line. And this is chapter 13, the way the world bleeds. I need to start creating things like a blood altar. So let's go ahead and take a look at blood altar. See what the recipe is on this. And we can see that this actually uses a couple of items from other mods such as Witchery and Thaumcraft and even Britannia in here. So let's go ahead and create those guys. So I need a Britannia. I probably need a teleporter pad in my Britannia area as well. I know that I have one in here. I'm so used to flying, I didn't even think about using it. But I might have a teleporter in here as well because anytime that I ever need to refill my greater band of mana, might be nice to teleport directly here instead of having to walk the distance. But let's go ahead and grab a runic altar, and that's just a little bit of living rock in a helmet shape around either a mana pearl or a mana diamond. I don't think it really matters. I'll just see what I have more of, and it looks like a mana pearls I have more of. So let's go ahead and grab 5 living rock. Alright, first part is done. So now let's make our way to the Thaumcraft area. And I haven't run the cable up to the Thaumcraft area yet. I've started, but I kind of ran out of universal cables. I was planning on coming underneath right here from the sewer and running it all the way up to the top. That way I can have quick access to the top of my building. And let's see if I can teleport through the floor. Let's see. Do I have any thaumium? I do. Alright. Second piece done. And a tombstone charged. I am not sure how to do that. let's go ahead and see what we have in terms of attuned stones. Doesn't look like I have one at all right now, so I might have to wait on that one for a little bit. But then I need 4 of these altars. I don't know if I have any spares because the recipe creates 3, and I already used 2 sets of 3 for my witchery altar, so I might have to create those again. So let me go ahead and create the altar because I did that in a previous episode a long time ago. And then let me figure out how to create the charged attuned stone, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and I figured out the charged attuned stone is going to require us to start looking at chapter 12 is how the world changes, because right here is the attuned stone, or charged attuned stone, but we need to be able to create this ritual chalk, because this is getting into circle magic, and this is going to be kind of interesting. So the first thing that I need to do is create this ritual chalk, which is going to require some gypsum, wood ash, tear of the goddess, and in order to create the gypsum, we need to take quicklime plus foul fume inside of a distillery, and that will create the gypsum and oil of vitriol and slime ball. I don't know if it's 100% chance on this stuff, but I'm hoping that it's at least a decent chance. Let me go ahead and grab some clay jars and refill my inventory over here, because I haven't done witchery in a very long time. So hopefully I get a 100% chance on this, because right now it looks like I need 2 gypsum in order to create a single bit of chalk for the other quest reward. There we go. There's 1 piece of gypsum. So let's go ahead and drop that one in. And some wood ash. I should have some wood ash around here somewhere. There we go. And I just need 1 more thing of gypsum. Let me go ahead and clean up while this is doing it. I guess that's a new one. Haven't created the oil of vitriol yet. Where are we on the other quest line? Did that complete anything? Wouldn't have thought so. No, doesn't look like it. But as soon as this one's done, right here, yay, we should be able to create the ritual chalk, and that should complete at least this one maybe? Oh, I need golden chalk too. Well, let's see what it would take to create the golden chalk. There we go. So it takes 1 of the ritual chalks with a gold nugget and a mandrake root. That shouldn't be too bad. There's the gold nugget and the mandrake root. And this was in the witch's cauldron. Yep. Let me grab a bucket, because I don't have a bucket. Fill this guy up. I think it's only 3. It is. Let that boil. Don't know. Do I have any of the witch's robes or anything? I swore I created like the witch's hat at one point, but maybe I'm mistaken. It doesn't look like it. That's fine. I'm hoping that this doesn't cause any issues. Looks like it is doing something. I have a feeling that I'm going to get some sort of paralysis or something from this. Oh, there we go. Nice. So that completed that. So now we get the otherware chalk and the infernal chalk as well. So now we have... Oh, hello. Go away. Oh. I have that weird debuff where I'm hallucinating mobs. It's like, why are you out in the middle of the day? Well, it's because you're not actually there. Alright, so in order to create the attuned charged, or I can't even talk, attuned stone charged, we need to be able to look at chapter, or page 14 of Circle Magic, which is a book that we had created before. Man, that's pretty messed up. Because this one looks like we need to have the white dust around a center of the golden chalk. So let's go ahead and lay this out. It's going to be somewhat close to my altar, but I'm thinking that I need at least enough space for like a 15 by 15. I'm not entirely sure. This one only goes up to 11 by 11, but kind of think of the future as well. All right, so let's take a look at this one. So it looks like 1, 2, 3 out. Are you real? No, you're not real. Are you real? It's nighttime, so you never know. So 1, 2, and on the third one? 1, 2, and on the third one. And then 3 like that. And 1 to connect the... go away. 1, 2, 3, connecting 1. 1, 2, 3, connecting 1. 1, 2, 3, connecting 1. Nice. Alright, so it does look like I'm going to need a little bit more dirt because I do not have enough space, I don't believe. But let's just double check our book. So after this one, it's 1, 2, and on the second one, 1, 2. Okay, we do have enough space, and this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really hard to tell on this book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 for the connecting ones. You're not real either. How long has this got left? 22 seconds? Good lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Alright, so that is our first little bit of circle magic. Alright, so this is going to require a little bit of altar power, about 2,000. I think I'm plenty on that because of all of the little ornaments that I put on here. So we have 8,000 for our altar power right now. And it looks like I need an attuned stone, glowstone dust, redstone, wood ash, and quicklime. So I have that stuff right here. Oops. Let me just double check. I have the redstone, glowstone, attuned stone, quicklime, and wood ash. And I think if I just put all of this stuff right here and not pick it up, might have to turn off my magnet for a little bit. So let me go ahead and throw all of that stuff again. And quicklime. Throw that there too. And right click on that guy. And it starts absorbing all of that stuff. And hopefully the altar is close enough. And it is. And there's my charged attuned stone. That is exactly what we needed. And let's go ahead and check our quest book. Yay, we get 2 more. That is pretty awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw... I guess I can throw those in there. It's not really a logical place for it since I'm keeping all my stuff in there. But let's go ahead and look back at our blood magic altar. And I think I have everything now. I should be able to craft this up. I really don't think I have the recipe for this correct. Oh, maybe I do. Blood magic altar. Yay! So let's go ahead and look at our quest book. And it looks like we still have left to do in order to do this. And we need a sacrificial knife. Sacrificial knife. Right there. So it looks like an Arthana into mana infusion. And that gives us our sacrificial knife. And our Arthana is just pretty simple. I think I might actually have all of that stuff right here. Let me just double check this. Stick and emerald. Oh, I don't have the emerald. Of course not. Alright, so let's head inside real quick. probably a good idea since there are mobs running around. And a stick. Right there. Cool. Arthana. Just like so. And let's go ahead and throw it into a mana pool, and that will convert it into a sacrificial knife. Cool. Claim reward. Soul chunk claimer. I have no idea what a soul chunk claimer is, but we'll take it anyways. So I guess it's a matter of now going into probably the slates. So let's go ahead and create a blank slate. Blank slate is just a oh, this is living rock. Living rock inside of a blood magic pool. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and grab as much living rock as we can. Head over here. I know that I have my teleporter. I keep forgetting about it, but that is fine. We'll just do it the hard way. And my chunks aren't loading. Come on. All right. I think for now, I might just put this guy pretty close to the middle. Maybe right there. Might move it back later. Once I start building out the next tiers of altar, I should be able to move that. But if I right click on the sacrificial knife, you can see that it takes my health down, but there's a little bit of blood inside of the blood altar, so that is pretty cool. And basically just have to fill this guy up a little bit and throw in a little bit of living rock, keep eating so that we can regen as much as possible. And there we go. That created a blank slate, and that should have completed that part of the quest. Now we need a divination sigil. Divination sigil. And this is going to be cool because this will allow us to, well, we can't do it yet, but it'll allow us to see how much blood is in our altar as well as our personal network, and we'll go over that at some point soon. But I think I need to jump over to the right side of this quest line and start looking at the weak blood orb. Weak blood orb. This is just a diamond inside of a blood altar. So let's go ahead and grab a diamond. Probably need to store a chest over here at some point so that I don't have to run back and forth, but that was so much easier than having to fly back and forth. But this will create, don't let it run out of blood, otherwise it'll actually require a little bit more blood to craft your item. So you don't want to do that because blood is kind of essential to living. I'm just going to right click it a little bit because you can barely see it, but there are times that the amount of blood will start going down. Oh. Well, you can see it going up, but apparently that was the last level before it disappeared. I thought you could see this going down. Maybe I'm wrong? Man, this is requiring a lot of blood. Oh, there it is. Yay, blood orb. All right, so anything with blood magic, you have to right-click on it to, there we go. It actually bound. Current owner, Nefarious 411. Because of the fact that it is bound to my blood now, that is actually pretty cool. And get more blank slates from it. Nice. All right, so that probably means that we can create our divination sigil now. Divination sigil. And let's go ahead and craft this guy up. A little bit of glass. Let's teleport to our agriculture building. Grab the glass needed. Divination sigil. Really? You're going to make me do this manually? That was glass all the way around with a blank slate. Probably because the blood orb doesn't stack. It wasn't able to do that. But as you can see from the tooltip, there's nothing about the owner. But as soon as I right click on it, it shows the current owner as me. and that is cool. And we get more blank slates from that, and that is pretty cool. So you can see right now, current essence, 200 life points. And this, because I'm just clicking into the air, this is indicating my personal life network. And there's a little bar over here that indicates how much blood I have in my network. And you can only see that whenever you have the divination sigil up. So if we run back to the hospital real quick and right click on the pool, we can see that the altar's current tier is 1, which is exactly what we wanted. And the capacity is 10,000 life points, and currently it only has 350. So if I right click a few times of my divination or my sacrificial knife, you can see that it went up to 1350 LP. So you can actually die from over clicking that guy. That is not what I was wanting to demonstrate there, but yes, you do have to be very careful whenever right clicking on your sacrificial knife, because just as the name sounds, you're sacrificing your own blood to fill the network. So yeah, hopefully that's the only time in this episode or series I'm going to end up sacrificing myself. And it was intended. I meant to do that, right? All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and get all of this stuff back on. I'll have to put the ring on later. There we go. Why aren't you both going on? There we go. All right, cool. All right, so that one is my blink from mariculture. I'll deal with that later, but let me go ahead and check the time on the video. I think we're probably a little bit long. As soon as I come back, we'll figure out what we're doing. Well, it does look like I have a little bit of time left. So what I've been doing is sitting here and using my divination sigil to oops, not that. Trying to fill this guy up a little bit, because I am creating more of these blank slates, and I think I only need the one left in order to get what I'm trying to do. And as soon as this is done, we'll come over here. Oop, lost my bearings. Come over here and we can see that I already have most of the recipe up for these blood runes. So let me go ahead and grab those, and this should complete my quest, my reward, or maybe not. Looks like it didn't complete it. What are completed? There are 3 quests completed here. I swore I'd already done that because I already had the book. Wonder if it was one of those that I never claimed before. Oh well. So let me go ahead and see where I was. So that required me to create 8 of these blood runes, and that is basically how we get up to the next tier. So let me go ahead and break the blocks around our blood altar and place these blood runes. Oops. Or misplace them. And now if I look at my divination sigil, we can see that our altar's current tier is 2. Yay! So that allows us to create more complex things, such as this reinforced plate. And basically, it's the same as the what was that? Blank slate. But in this particular case, we allow the blank slate to stay in the altar, get more blood in there, and eventually this will be converted from a blank slate to a reinforced slate. Let's just keep an eye on our LP, or our life points, that's in that pool, and there we go. Reinforced plate. Nice. Alright, so that completed that. So now we have a speed rune as a quest reward. And basically we can just take up these guys. I don't think they can go on the corners, but at least on the sides, now things will craft a little bit quicker. So if I were to put another living rock in there, a living stone, this should create the blank slate a little bit faster. As you can see, it was a little bit faster. Probably wasn't able to tell that much, but at least it was quite a bit faster. So I should be able to create a couple more of these reinforced plates, or runes, or whatever they're called. Come on. Check my blood. Uh-oh. Getting low. Whew, that was close. Alright, so we have the reinforced plates, and that'll allow us to get up to the next tier, I believe. Let me look at the apprentice. This one might require an emerald in a tier 2. With 5,000 LP. How much LP do we have in here right now? We have 1612, so we will need a little bit more. I mean, one thing about the magical food is that it does give you regen 2. Might have some other mechanism to get a little bit more regen, because it doesn't last that long. Maybe 2 seconds, well, 4 seconds. Still, that's just not enough to keep up with using the sacrificial knife. So I might have to come up with some other means of restoring my health. Well, I'm at 4412. Let me go over to my processing building right here. Let me go ahead and grab a stack of emeralds, run back to the hospital. I should be able to place this guy on here as soon as I have the 5,000. I'm getting pretty close. And of course, we don't always have to do this. Eventually, there's going to be another mechanism that we could use in order to keep the life essence, or life points, or whatever it is, in the altar a little bit better. So as soon as this is done, we should have the next tier of blood runes, and that'll be pretty cool. I wasn't expecting to get that in this episode, but might as well, since we're going to need it. I'm going to turn off Wayla, because, oops, wrong button. Is it 1? Yeah, there we go. Nice. We have the apprentice blood orb, and if we right click on it, it binds it to our player. I don't think anybody else would be able to use it, or I don't know. But that completed that part. It's a manual detect. Let me try that again. Alright, it detected it that time, and we get 10 reinforced plates from that, so that is pretty cool. So let's take a look. Is there anything else that we can just bite off right now? It looks like we've completed those and that. We'll have to do that one later. Got that one. Might start looking at these at some point. Right now we have an issue with the living rock. I could just sit there and farm it for a long time, but maybe in the next episode we'll come up with a way so that we can automate the creation of living rock a little bit better. But I do think that I have to wrap it up for now. We at least got the initial stages of blood magic going, so this is the next chapter, so to speak, in the Regrowth series. There's quite a bit to do in it, apparently, so we'll have a lot of fun with it. So I really hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you could rate and comment down below, it would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you like the series, please hit that subscribe button. But for now, this is goodbye.